All right. Okay. 8:45 p.m. might be a bit late for this, but maybe there's some people uh in other time zones. Yeah, it's been a while. I will admit. I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. I'm just kind of testing to see if StreamYard still works, which it's appearing to. I probably won't be streaming for long, but I mean, unless a lot of people. Oh my goodness! Oh, it's been a while. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire! It's good to see you. Um, but yeah, this is just kind of a test. We're gonna see if this works because if it works on this device, then I will continue to do streams for the summer. Um, yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of quick, probably just a couple minutes. It's been great. I just finished freshman year, so that was cool. Went pretty well. Um, been making some videos. Now I've got a lot more time to. Yeah, it's gonna be a great summer. How's it been going with you? Um, oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, I am not a late night person. I won't lie. Um, yeah, I've never really outright stated it. I think I did once in like one video. Um, back in like December. Um, I got Discord when I was when was that now? Like 12. um, yeah, I wasn't aware of the age limit until I was actually the right age, so whatever. Um, Now I'm 15, by the way. 15 and a half. Actually, yeah, as of today, I'm exactly 15 and a half. Um, Thank you so much, man. Yeah, my channel had like a dead point probably back in like 2020, and then like 2022 had like another dead point. But yeah, ever since beginning of 2023, like yeah, I've been trying to stay as consistent as yeah, as consistent as possible. Um, but yeah, wow, we actually got more people in here than I was expecting. So if everything works out with this, I'll keep doing this for the summer. Like maybe like once, like every other week. Um, it would be cool. Definitely not going to be one next week, as I will be in the Outer Banks. I will be away. Um, so there's probably not going to be any content at all next weekend. But oh well. I mean, what are you gonna do? Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate these comments. This is what like motivates me. And I know that like a lot of people say that, but like really, the comments are my favorite parts of the videos. Yeah, I mean not by much, only by like a couple months. Like, oh well. Trust me, like half the people using Discord are underage. Hello. Hello there. Um, yeah. All right. I didn't expect people to really be watching this. It's like almost 9 my time, but I know for some people it's much earlier in the day, and for some people it's the middle of the night. Mr. Peabody and Sherman, my all-time favorite movie. Hello. Episode 999. All right. So there's going to be there were 16 episodes last year. There's 17 that are going to release this year. Well, I've already gotten 6 out. So, um yeah, a lot of years. Quite a few. A high number. When I'm bored on a Saturday, what am I going to do? Probably either lie out on the pool, make a video, or do a stream. All right, have a good sleep. I know I value sleep a lot, so I didn't sleep very good last night, but I hope yours is better than mine. And thank you. Yeah, honestly, like 12 isn't bad. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, come on. I mean, it's not much longer. Now that is a bit more in range. I think that could be um like I don't know, 2025, 2026. What's your favorite Tom ad? I'm gonna assume that's my favorite like Thomas character. Favorite Thomas character? Probably like Henry or Diesel. Um, or James. Those three. Favorite custom. Now that's a good question. Let's get on the camera here. Um, favorite custom. This is a new one. This is a prop for an upcoming episode. Toby Dick. Yeah, he's the Great White Tram. That's all I'm going to reveal. Anyway, favorite custom. You are. I can see your chats. I think most people should be able to see your chats. Anyway, favorite custom. Uh,
EJ, without a doubt.
no. That's a tough one. It was Wilbert for a while, but with this recent batch, I think I have to go with. Oh, okay, undoubtedly, Philip. Philip is my best work. Love this thing. Um, he has the incorrect amount of windows on the back, but who cares? And he's operational. He's just a good size. Everything worked out. Oh, I have tons of ideas. I think, like I said earlier, there's going to be a total of 17 episodes released this year, and just today, Nighty Mac was episode 6 of those 17, plus the Inspector for Hire crossover on the Train Clubs channel. Make sure to check that out. So, um, yeah, that's 11 more this year. And I think I have most of the plots lined out. I still need to think of a Halloween special, though, if there is one. Um, I don't know who's dead, but rip. Philip, I used an Annie, actually, on an Edward tender with, like, the area cut out to fit the flat drive motor. I can actually... Let's get that. Alright, so this is the inside of Philip. So, yeah, it's an Edward tender. I cut out an area for the axle. Yeah, and it fits perfectly. I want to do Fergus at some point, or let me set this down for a second. Fergus or like maybe a small engine. I was thinking Scruff, but I already have Scruff. But it would be nice to have like a smaller version, so maybe I could try doing that. I don't know. Least favorite. Um, okay. So I have ones that are bad, but they're like intentionally bad. Like EJ, for example. Like he's meant to look bad, so I can't really say he's my least favorite. But out of the ones I'm displaying here, I don't normally display the bad ones. Um, least favorite. You know what? Mallard. Mallard, I don't think he even turned out terrible. It was just the experience making him. Um, yeah. I'll do a bit of explaining. So Mallard, I started back in like August, and everything was going wrong. Everything that could go wrong did. So I stopped on him till like April. And then I finally got around to printing some stuff, and still stuff continued to go wrong. His motor broke. Um, yeah. um, Glenn. Now, hmm. The question is, would he be motorized? If I'm trying to make him motorized, that might be still a bit of an issue. But if he's just like push along, then yeah, that'd be pretty easy. I could probably do that. I'm assuming you're talking about Social Reject. Yeah, he's not getting a face. Lol, LOL, XD. No, because like I send pics slash videos to my friends on Discord of my Tomy stuff, so I don't know why I haven't uploaded any to YT. You should. First custom. Oh right, this is gonna be a throwback. I guess he's been modified since, but my first ever custom was an OC, an E2, named Donovan. Um, there's I I know you know who this is. So he started out as like a dark green, got painted blue, and now he's a much lighter green. Um, yeah, this guy has been through a lot. He's got some like weathering a little bit. Yeah, good old Donovan. I should modify him to run on Tomy Trek. Um, yeah, he's been around for the long run. Unfortunately, he doesn't really appear much anymore. Maybe I could bring him back. Uh, Here's one of my favorites, the other Inspector from the crossover. Yeah, I'd be willing to see some of those. Yeah, that's just how it goes. The Blue Diesel. Um, Now I call her Izzy, but it's just kind of for background. Like if I need an extra engine, like in episode 19, like if I just need a random engine, she's there. Um, yeah, this is true. Too true. Um, I guess Social Reject is an E2OC, but he's also kind of a joke. Well, um, now I would run an engine, but I don't have a Tomy layout set up right now. It's just a wooden railway one. Um, Worst character? I don't know. A lot of people say like the logging locos or Billy, but like I don't even think they're the worst. I think the worst one is probably like I don't know. Hmm. Who do I have beef with? Well, everybody knows I have beef with Stanley, but he's not objectively a bad character. Um, Samson's pretty bad. He's pretty insufferable. Uh, Not a very proper engine. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Um. Anyway, I guess I can show off some of my shelves. I know I did a video on these, but in case you haven't seen them. So here's all the Thomases, all of them. It starts down there with like a Tomy Thomas, ends with this talking Thomas. The one Edward. This is comical. You got like 40 some Thomases, one Edward, and then 3 Henrys, some Gordons, Jameses, and then Percy. I actually have a new James to the collection. It's the new Graffiti James. So that's pretty cool. Haven't gotten Graffiti Percy yet, and I don't really need him. Yeah, the singular Edward. I have 2 others, like a Trackmaster 2 one, but he is ruined. No point in putting him up here. And my old one, which is over on my workbench, which I won't show because whoa, I just tripped on that. Which I won't show because he's, not really in a clean area. It's pretty messy over there. Got Percy's, lots of Percy's. The Tobys, 4 of them. Like I said, this is for an upcoming episode. Yeah. The one Duck, the one Donald, the one Douglas, the one Oliver, the one Bill, the one Ben, all the Diesels, Boko, Mavis, Stepney. Got Derek here. Derek, I need to come back to. Yeah. Definitely needs to come back to Derek, but I don't think he's that bad. Tips for painting. So, primer, gray, white, white works too. Always have primer. If you apply primer like gray, like any color will work. That's how I did Derek, because green would not sit on red, so I had to do a lot of gray. Well, not even a lot. Yeah, had to apply at least like 1 or 2 coats of gray, and then I did the green, and it turned out pretty clean. The same goes to the yellow. And if you're spray painting, always do multiple thin coats rather than few thick coats. Because if you do a few thick coats, it's splotchy and it won't look very good. But if you do multiple thin coats, then it turns out a lot better. And same goes for spray paint. Use primer, gray primer. You can only benefit from doing it. Yes, that is. You couldn't be more right. 4 Olivers, that'd be funny. If I had more than one Oliver, I'd definitely like customize one and detail it. And like we all know, Oliver isn't rare. That's not what's holding me back from customizing him. It's that like, if I mess him up, then rip my wallet. And I've got more other things I'm trying to get right now. For an upcoming episode, I need to get a certain engine in Bachmann. I won't hint at who that is though. Yeah, it's Donald. I want to get a Bachmann Donald, one because I want him and I could use him for an episode idea. Finish it. I'd love to see that. Always love Wooden Railway remakes. Wooden Railway's kind of fading out with like, the range is ending. It's ended basically. Wooden Railway's like gone. I need to put Mallard back there and Philip too. Come on, little Philip.
Do you want to hear about the Toy Boy race with Gordon?
That's my Philip impression, if you all haven't heard it yet. I will be voicing Philip in the upcoming movie Dawn of the Dentist by my good friend the Train Club. So when you see that movie, get ready for my Philip voice. I will also be returning as Hector from Toad to Nowhere, so that'll be fun. Yeah. So, any other questions? Anything else you guys want to hear? If not, I'll show off more of the room, I guess. It's already changed since that video. Playrail Thomas. I would like to get one for my own personal usage. Probably wouldn't be used in Crazy Trains as I don't want to get them damaged. Like, a lot of the engines you see in Crazy Trains that, like, are Playrail, they get used less. So, they, like, Gordon and Edward, like, you don't see them getting beat around and thrown as much because, they're Playrail. And, I'd rather use the nicer models if I'm not going to throw them around. But, yeah, the flat drive Thomas and the James, because they're probably like the two engines that get hurt the most in the videos, they're probably going to continue to be used, but I would like to get one for my own use. Same goes for James, although I do have the flip face James, so I use that often. No toy trains were harmed, folks. Yeah, none of them for sure. Goodbye. Excuse me. How did I make Bruno? So I used which was it? I want to say I used a Clarabelle for Bruno, and I put cardboard over the sides in order to flat them out, and then I drilled holes for the windows. If you couldn't tell in the video, they are see-through. You can actually look through the holes. And then, of course, I printed out all the decals, used cardboard to build up the cab a bit. Hit Toy Scottish Twins or Trackmaster. What is my favorite? I only have the Mattel ones, but they're not the better ones. Like, I don't think they're bad, but, if I could have the Hit Toy ones, that'd be better, Yeah, don't tell anyone, because people definitely haven't watched the episode, but there was the episode where Percy was on a skateboard in episode 19 and got thrown down the stairs. He wasn't hurt, but like, they can't get mad at me if he wasn't hurt. Sorry if the audio just randomly changed. I just moved to a different room. Gotta grab something. All right, so this stream is actually popping off more than I thought. Thought it would. So I guess we'll go for a bit longer. Donald and Douglas are a very personal topic to discuss in front of me. Yeah. I remember my old Donald and Douglas customs. I used two Jameses. You would know. my old videos, my customs, woof, they were rough. um, Goodbye. Have a good night, or morning, day, whatever time it is for you. English or Spanish? I'm assuming which I speak. I speak English primarily, although I am going into Spanish 3 next year. So, um, yeah, I can. Yeah, Spanish is a language I can speak. I'm going to show my new cars area. Now, this normally is a train table, but um, where the cars were originally, something else is now, and I'll show that in a moment. Um, yeah, we got maters, some racers. Yeah, glad I brought these guys back. Brought these guys back out from storage. Um, they're pretty cool. I got the new glow racers. They're fun. Um, you know what? But like yours, I'm pretty sure they had like printed decals. Mine were literal pieces of tape, which had yellow and red Sharpie drawn on them. Now, thankfully, I've improved slightly, but it took me some time. Um, Honestly, I thought they were like just the normal tenders. I know they were Thomas's, and I thought they had tenders. I could be remembering wrong. Now I'm gonna show where I've got to be remembering wrong. It looked better than mine. That's all I remember. At least yours had like the details. Mine were just sprayed black with. I remember actually. I was trying to make Douglas in a moving car. I was trying to work on Douglas's number. I was going to a water park, and I was like, I need to get Douglas done. So I attempted to do that while riding in a car, and it turned out so bad. Hello there, I'm Donald. This is my brother Douglas. Douglas, can you get over here, please? All right. Calm yourself down, you little. I can't say that word. Um, yeah. I can't believe it's been almost like what 6 years in 4 months since I started. Wow. Trackmaster Adventures was a thing. Yes, a moving car. I can't believe I thought that'd be a good idea. I was I was and still am very impatient while making my costumes. It's just now I do a better job while being impatient. But like so many times, like I'll spray something and I'll be like, "Is it dry yet?" And I accidentally get a little fingerprint on the model. I'm like, "Gosh, diddly darn it!" But then I'm like, "This was on me. This was my fault." I suppose so. Yeah. But yeah, times changed. Can't believe I started with Trackmaster Adventures back in October 2018, and now we're on to my third series. Uh, went from that to Timeless Shorts to Crazy Trains, and of course, Crazy Trains is the best one. Depends on how my wallet feels that day. If I'm willing to pay the price, literally, I'll get the 2003 one. It's just like the thing is, like I'm actually kind of more inclined to get the 2018 one, not only because it's cheaper, but because it's kind of different. Because the Play Rail one is like the same shape basically as like the original Tomy one, which I have, the Fisher Price one, which I use for Crazy Trains, and then the Flip Face James is pretty similar. So I might get the 2018 one just to have, and it's different.
I need to get Douglas done.
Ah, yeah, I was so foolish to think I could do that in a car, a moving car. The latest custom work I've done is the wheels on a Trackmaster Kelly, and I completely detail a Nakayoshi. Sir Handle, what was your hardest custom make? Hardest custom. Hardest. What? Hmm. That's a tough one. Hmm. I think it could be Mallard, and he's also my least favorite because he was just that whole experience was a mess. Um, yeah, that was not fun. Least favorite special, I'm gonna assume Thomas special. If we're including the Blubba ones, two, um, let's see. I'm gonna be real, guys. Misty Island Rescue isn't my least favorite. My least favorite's Day of the Diesels, which is another common one, but isn't as common. Like at least Misty Island Rescue, like um, they brought in characters that you could make fun of, but like the only make fun of able character in Day of the Diesels that they brought in is like Dart. He's like, the Dart face meme. Ugh. I hope none of the engines got damaged. Um, what episode was it? Oh yeah, Thomas reels it in. That was, oh my god, that episode filming on the boat with my engines right on the ledge. That freaked me out. Like I remember calling with my friends on Discord, like the day that one came out, and my friend the Train Club, I mentioned him like 20 times in the stream by now. He was like, "Dude, how are you not like dying inside?" And I was like, I was." Probably, probably. Oh yeah, funny thing. EJ, his confirmed age is 9, and he's underaged on Discord. So yeah, just something worth noting. You might want to ban his account. How is life? That's a question. That's good to hear. Pretty good recently. Just finished school. So, well, finish this school year. I've still got more years to go. But yeah, glad it's summer now. Today's my second day of summer, so yeah. Um, what else? I guess. Oh yeah, yeah. EJ's 9. So this is my Bachmann train setup. I only have one engine. I do plan on getting a Thomas engine at some point. I want to get Donald for an episode, and just because he looks cool. I do have Cranky, but yeah. So not the most professional thing ever, but we do have a grass mat. We've got trees glued to the ground. This is the Denali Express. My uncle got this for me for Christmas as he sees the Denali Express, I guess, like every day because he lives in Alaska. So now I have a little piece of his life. No, very much little. um, right here, and there's the box over there. I got this for Christmas. I set it up, but then I had to put it away. For some months, and like half a year later, now it's back out. I've got its own area for it now. There's some little trucks and stuff. Um, you guys are probably going to see a lot more of model trains coming on the channel throughout the summer, as my great grandfather used to have a lot of vintage model trains from like the 50s onwards. Like I've literally got an engine from 1950, from the year 1950. Um, so yeah, 74 years old. And yeah, he has a lot of vintage like OO and HO scale engines. So yeah, the OO stuff is probably going to be set up downstairs in our garage, and then the HO stuff will probably be up here. I like that green stuff. Yes, the grass. It's not that comfortable when you put your hands on it though. It's oof. Let me go grab my other device. Oh my goodness gracious. Let me see if anybody's sending any messages on the cord. Is it turf? Yeah, like, mm, wait, what is turf again? I'm dumb. Let me search that up. I need to see like the difference between. Like, I know what turf is, but I need to see like the difference. Um, it was just called a rug when I bought it. So Yeah, no, this is turf, kinda. It's a much thinner kind, but yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, so I guess I have a little announcement. Crazy Trains episodes will now be releasing every other week during the summer. I'm pretty sure there is one, like at one point it is like back to back, like um, yeah. But yeah. Now that I have a lot more time, 8 episodes through the summer. Well, today was the first one, so 7 more to go. Yeah, that'll be fun. Dang, it's already been 30 minutes. That's kind of crazy. Um, yeah, I'll probably go for another like 15 minutes or so. Of course, this was a little bit of a test, but I'm seeing this response. I think these are gonna pop up a bit more frequently throughout the summer. Um, Seeing how well this is doing, getting a lot of people interacting. That's what I like to see. That's my, like I said, that's my favorite part of making videos is the comments, the interactions. If you've seen it, what'd you guys think of the new episode today? Did you guys like it? What was your favorite part? You know, um, already up to 22. Wow. Hold on. Sorry if I'm going. All right, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, I had to get very creative with this one, with the camera work, because one, this episode, is filmed like it takes place almost entirely during nighttime, and I filmed none of this at night. This was all filmed during the day, and I had to do a bunch of filtering to make it at least a little bit darker than normal. And then the tracking shots, of course, sometimes I have to impose an image into the shot, and sometimes it really is an engine moving, depending on um what works for that scene. We need EJ. The new episode is amazing. Thank you so much. That's what I like to hear. It's all right. We all do typos. I should know. um, yeah. Next episode is James and Seaweed. It's called Bang on Time. That's gonna be a fun one. The two red menaces, um, starting a fight. Basically, that's what happens. They get into violence, and then after that is Toby Dick is gonna be pretty fun because there's gonna be like shots underwater. That one's gonna be pretty fun. And arson. Yeah, my favorite thing. Um, yeah, Toby Dick's gonna be a fun one because it's a parody of Moby Dick, the whale, and underwater. Yes, we. I'm assuming this is referring to the arson. We love arson. It's fun. Very, very fun. Um, Now what? Next time I do a stream, I'm probably gonna have people in here. Won't be next weekend, but maybe the weekend after. Because like I said earlier, I will be out of town this week. Um, just made a Redditor OC. Oh God, that'll be something. Um, my friend in the Train Club, he has his own OC who I actually named Bubble Battery. You may have seen him in a few episodes. Parody of Bubble Bass from SpongeBob. He's got to be my favorite character in this series. I remember we were on call one day and we were joking about Bubble Bass from SpongeBob, and I was like, "What if you made an OC called Bubble Battery?" And he was like, "Yes, that's perfect." And now he exists. Pretty funny. Um, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my back. We love Bubble Battery. He's one of my favorites. Yes, Bubble Battery is like my favorite character of his, and he and EJ are friends because they both have a Discord server. I think like I think Bubble Battery is like, you know, uh, pretty old, and EJ's like pretty young, and that's a little suspicious. Anyway, um, yeah. I guess I can run my Denali Express Bachman model, get him going. Or I don't know. Doesn't really have a face, so can't really assign it a gender. There he goes. There's Cranky. We need EJ's Discord server. I don't think EJ is smart enough to know how to create a server. He knows how to moderate one though. For sure. This is a really cool loco. Really like this thing. There's it crawling. Look at her go. Oop. You should do an episode in which the engines try to fly a plane, but instead have to skydive. That might be a bit difficult. Speaking of planes, though, if you guys know Geronimo, um, it's been like a full year now since his last physical appearance. That he did have a little cameo recently, but only over the phone. He will be returning in November. And Geronimo Flies South. That'll be a fun episode. Try and figure out how to do. But yeah, Geronimo is coming back, and um, I know we're talking pretty far into the future now, but I do have plans for him in the Christmas episode this year, which I won't reveal the title of yet. Um, but yeah. So yeah, he's going to make his grand return. He's going to Geronimo straight into the room. Oh, and I just broke a nail. Great. Hate it when that happens. We need Luke. I need to get a Trackmaster. Actually, no, I want to get the Playrail Luke. He's not like top priority though. I think the next engine I'm probably gonna get is gonna be Stafford. Lucky Luke. It's time to Geronimo all over the place. Oh no. Ooh, my old tickers from when I used to do streams more often. Breathing is overrated. That's a throwback. I probably wrote that back in like 2021. Let's get this engine going again. Keep it on slow speed. I had to glue all these trees down earlier. That was tedious work. It's not the most professional setup, you know. Stafford, oh, he broke. I think the motor Stafford has is easily replaceable. If you get like one of the same kind, you can switch it out in a couple seconds. But it depends on if you have an extra one, of course. But if you don't have an extra one, you might as well just buy a new one. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. Like it really is. Ooh, he just stopped. Oh yeah, and also has lights in the coaches, if you can see. Might have to get a closer look. Yeah, the coaches light up. That is really cool. I'm not from. Well, I don't know if you're talking about me or the train, but I'm not. I'm from Virginia, but yeah, my uncle's from Alaska, and he sees this engine like every day in real life. So, he bought it for me for Christmas. So that's pretty cool. The train, yeah, that's what I was guessing. It took me a second. I had a brain glitch. It's kind of late at night. It's like 9, and I'm not much of a late night person. Multi-track drifting. You know, I could try that. This is all the Bachmann track I have. I do have more HO track, but it's like put away right now. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool engine. Crikey. What are you doing? It's important to clean up after ourselves. Um, the engine also has a headlight. Ooh, I should probably do a review of this thing. That'd be a fun one. Switch it up a bit, stray away from Thomas a little bit. I do need to get a Bachmann Thomas engine though. I'm thinking about getting like Donald, Douglas, Oliver. I'm kind of getting drawn towards the Little Western engines. I'm thinking I'm gonna get Donald first. Why Donald without Douglas? Because I feel like it. But I also have an episode idea for him. Make Cranky fall. Oh no. Ugh. That was the most pathetic fall I've ever seen. Let's do that again. Okay, that one had a bit more energy in it. I can't. We also have some cars over here at a warehouse. It's pretty cool. And then other Cranky right here, wooden railway. I do have a wooden railway set up right now. This is literally all I've got. Like, I was running out of pieces trying to make this. I do have the entire 2022 range, though. Then they just discontinued after that. I don't have the day out with Thomas engines, but or the Tidmouth, or the Trackback. So I don't really have the full line, but you know, whatever. All the main ones. Unpainted Cranky. Yeah, it's like they took a look at a Thomas Wood model and they were told, okay, now make it cooler. Which I mean, I guess they succeeded in. Now the real star of the show in that pack though is Bulstrode. This thing is huge. Like if somebody broke into your house and you could pick one Thomas item as a weapon, this would be like that's a very specific situation. I'd recommend actually grabbing a real weapon if somebody broke into your house. But you know, in my case, I don't store any weapons in here. Well, I don't. I don't know if anybody else stores any in here. I don't know. But if somebody were to come in through that door right now, I'd either throw a take along Arthur at their head or whack them with this. A collaboration. I don't really have any other collabs planned right now. My recent one with the Train Club was fun, but you know, if I do too many of them, I'd probably go tired of them. I do have one. If you guys know TTT Oliver fan, a couple months ago, I recorded some lines for an upcoming review of his. I won't say what it is, but that should be coming sometime soon. I'm assuming. Take along Arthur No Way. He's hefty. He's got some weight. You know, he could probably knock somebody out. I'm not speaking from experience, by the way. I haven't thrown a take along Arthur at someone yet. Yeah, his reviews are like top notch. Yeah, pretty informational. I'm excited to see the one I made with him, the one I recorded lines for. He really is. Yeah, Duck too. Duck could work. He's got some weight from what I remember. I have like I think all of the Steam team and Duck can take along except for Percy. I need to get a take along Percy at some point, but you know, I'm not much of a take along user, so he's not really top priority. All right. I didn't realize my mic was off. Favorite Tommy engine? Ooh, that's a difficult one. Um, Edward's cool. I like Edward. Um, Boko's another one I like. And hmm, I know he kind of gets on my nerves because he's one of those tender powered ones. But Murdoch is pretty cool, and Tommy and Arthur. Arthur's great. I wish I had a Tommy Arthur. Um, I have the Mattel one, but like just the shade of red on the Tommy one, like from what I've seen in the videos, seems a lot nicer. Ugh, oh, phew, yeah, ooh, that, ooh, that I don't like to picture that. I'm gonna try not to. Ow, yeah, that's rough. All right, I think we'll go to like 9:45 my time, another 15 minutes. I'm glad to see this is doing well. This is a sign of things to come. More streams are on the horizon. I think I can confirm at this point. And longer ones too. And we're gonna do more special things. Maybe we can play some games, or more Q&A. Do some fun things. Yeah, great weapon. He gets the job done, along with Wooden Railway 2 Bulstrode, and yeah. Honestly, you could probably use Stefano too if you were like, you'd probably have to drop him from a good height though. No, take Stefano and fill him with take along Arthur's. Boom, drop him on someone's head, and you're safe. The burglar's out. And an Arthur gun. Thomas weaponry. Thomas World War II. Oh yeah, if you guys have seen that new video posted, what was his name? I can't remember. But that Adventures of Thomas script leak video. Oh my god, the plot of that. Like it sounds cool, but like that would have been pretty bad. I won't lie. Like I think it sounds like pretty awesome. It's just like, yeah, it doesn't work for Thomas. It sounds more like Transformers to me. Yeah. I always thought it would have been so cool to see that, but now I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but would it be good? Good for the franchise, good movie in general. After Thomas and the Magic Railroad, the failure. Honestly, I think we're better where we are now than we would have been with that movie. And I don't even hate AEG, honestly. It just exists. Yeah, I think we benefited from not getting it. We didn't just dodge a bullet. We dodged like one of James's nuclear missiles, probably. Um, yeah. Ooh, rip. Who's better twins? Favorite twins? Ari and Bert are pretty menacing. I need to get them and tell me actually. Um, I also like Donald and Douglas, Splatter and Dodge. I've never really been a big Bill and Ben person. They've never really stood out to me. They're just kind of tricksters. Like they can be funny, but I did use them for one episode, but they're probably not appearing again. I'm looking at this now. If you guys know, the original Wooden Railway Cranky was gray, and I'm looking at this one, and he's gray, and they're painting him green. Is that like a reference to the original Wooden Railway Gray Cranky? Huh. That'd be kind of cool if it was a reference. I'm just gonna believe that it is. Philip is overhated. He gets way too much hate for just doing his job, which is being a young nuisance to the engines. Like, yeah, like he's a bit over the top sometimes, but like, yeah, he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be wacky and wild, and I don't think he's much of a bad character. Um, I feel like he gets way too much hate. I'd like to see him in more fan projects, honestly. See what people can do with him. I think he's quite cool.
Do you want to hear about the toy boy raced with Gordon?
Favorite Jack in the Pack member? Whew, Byron's cool. I do like Byron. Probably Byron, Alfie, or Kelly. One of those three. Are you aware of Rydro? I know who you're talking about. I don't know how to spell it or pronounce it, but I do know who you're trying to reference. I think he's that one guy with like the model engines. I think I've seen a couple of his videos a while back. I do recognize the name. Yeah. Yeah, I wish we saw more of Thomas and Philip's dynamic of like Thomas being his teacher. That'd be fun to see. And then Philip ended up dragging Edward down with him to Wellsworth. um, yeah. I wish we could have gotten to see an Edward and Philip episode in Big World, Big Adventures. Like, they could have done it. I'm pretty sure there was, like, a canceled Henry episode for Big World, Big Adventures. Like, there's gotta be one. Like, come on. There's no way they couldn't just... They can't just not use him. Now, Edward, unfortunately, I don't think they like him as much. I don't think he would get an episode, but he doesn't really have any more room to like grow. Really, I think it was actually okay getting rid of him. It's just for what reason is kind of sad. He recently made like an Express Engine series where Gordon basically wanted to blow up. Okay. Fun fact: James is canonically older than Toby. Huh. Old terrorist man. The worst Thomas and Friends standard, narrow, and miniature gauge engine. Worst standard? Probably like Samson. That guy is a jerk. Nobody likes him. Narrow, my least favorite narrow, probably has to be Luke. And Luke isn't even bad. It's just like Luke is just kind of Luke. He's just kind of there. Not really a big Blue Mountain Mystery fan. Like I don't think he's a bad character though. And miniature gauge, there's not enough miniature gauge engines for me to really say. There's only like what 5 of them, plus some like other random RWS ones. Legit. Huh, I did not know that. So James is the old one. He's the useless one. He should be sent for scrap, not Toby. And Toby's a year older than Thomas. Now that does fit a bit better. Can't believe Gordon is technically younger than Thomas. And Gordon's like Thomas's father now. So huh, ain't that ironic? Ripperoni. So that makes me question if it's just like some random image or just the stream. Let me look. Did you know that Ryan was going to be green or red like Arthur? I knew green, but I didn't think red. Oh, Bachman Bo is out? Huh. I just saw a review of him. Alright, so the thumbnail for this stream is just something random. It's just the StreamYard. Paxton is the diesel version of Duck. Yeah, well, he's a great shunter, so they've got that in common. That's for sure. I want to give this stream a thumbnail. Can you guys still close the tab? Like, does it still work when I close out a StreamYard? Because I'm unsure. I just had a vision, Mac to the future, in which Mighty Mac owned a car from a trap from James and they get sent back to OG Sodor. Huh. Mac to the future. That's that's pretty funny. Mac to the future. Mac. All right, now we got a proper stream thumbnail. There we go. So, how about that airline food? Yeah, trying to break the silence. So I'm glad the stream did well. Definitely gonna do more now. Now that I've seen the reception. Now that it's summer, a lot of people um have more time to watch streams. I know, some people like my UK friends, they've got summer in like a month, only for a month. That's gotta stink. Only having 1 month of summer. Oh, we'll go for a few more minutes. Mm. Just had a little coughing fit there. Trying to think of where do you get all your rare Trackmaster items? Sometimes I'll bite the bullet and get them from eBay, but a lot of times I get lucky and they come in like Facebook lots. One Facebook lot I got a ton of stuff earlier this year and it was only $10. Like that was a good day. And then I got one lot for 75 last year and another lot for 100 last year. And I got some good stuff from those. I have two RC Thomas at Tim the Shed sets, and they were probably less than $20. Facebook is the place to go. N scale's cool. Although I'm worried that like if I were to get one of those things, I'd like accidentally crush it between my fingers. Worst Sharon Miller engine is probably like trying to remember. Hmm. Like probably Bash specifically. Dash, I have sentimental value towards, and Ferdinand's the GOAT. So, yeah, I guess Bash specifically. Ripperoni. Have to glue that thing back on. That's right. Boss. Boss. Um. Here's another one that I have. Favorite Trackmaster engine? The one in my PFP. I love him. He's my prized possession. I'm lucky to have gotten him for as cheap as I did. No tender. Is he one of the wired Gordons, or is he supposed to be separate? Because if he's like a Tomy or Hit Toys one, then rip. And if that's not the case and he's separated, then easily replaceable. Bash, Dash, and Ferdinand, they could have done something with them. Yeah. More Trackmaster 2 Scarloey. Yes. Ugh. Do you collect take along? Somewhat. I've got some. The only ones I really use are like Alfie, because he's my only Alfie. And then like yeah, Alfie is the one I really use. A lot of these I've just randomly accumulated. I just noticed the cream cheese. Yeah, I just added that just a few seconds ago. All right, so I think an hour is a good stopping point. I'll give a little time for any last minute questions, but I think this was successful. Like I said, definitely gonna do more now since people are liking them. Um, I mean, I don't avidly watch it. It's like it's that kind of thing. Like I don't really want to hate it. Like it's what we got now. I won't complain. It's not the worst thing ever. The merch is pretty good though. I won't lie. It's actually pretty good. So, like I collect it. Mostly the diecast ones. They're actually really high quality. I like them. Yeah, it really does. It's just a shame how horrible the distribution of the merch is, though. Like you can't find anything anywhere. Like that's insane. Um, like I'm pretty sure Salty, the push along one, was revealed like over a year ago and just now made it to the United States. And but there's other ones like Edward or Winston who were at least like a week after they were revealed. Henry just randomly popped up in stores, I remember. He didn't even have a promotional image. Like the push along Henry just popped up one day. Duck, I I won't lie. Like I know Duck was on like a site that's like trusted, but like Duck still seems a little sketchy to me. Like I'm pretty sure he's real. I know he's not appearing in season 3, but like I don't know. There's that little part of me that still feels like the Duck, eh, still feeling a little iffy. But yeah, I think that's a good spot to end the stream. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video stream whenever that is. Probably nothing this weekend, like I said, because I will be away. But I hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.